Hi everybody, welcome back. In this episode, I'm building a gazebo on a roof terrace. This is on the extension from a previous video. Here you can see the design and model. The bottom part you might have seen before. Check the link top right if you want to know more. The structure will be on the extension, and the extension is made for this load, so this plan is combined from the start. So to get into the project, I always start with cutting boards for the frame. Then the layout of the studs is made. These are 2x3 and 16-inch or 400mm on center. You can see me lay out the long frame. Oh, and if you like this video, hit a thumbs up and consider subscribing. The top and bottom boards are a bit smaller in width. Let me show you why. The siding is mounted with a ventilation layer. Here's the stud, then the ventilation layer, and then the cladding. Making the top and bottom board smaller enables the ventilation there in those positions. It was also important because this whole ventilation layer was also there on the siding below. The second frame was assembled onto the first frame as help, as a guideline, as for the layout. Then me and my buddy placed the frame. Here, this is my nephew helping. This fitted nicely, and then the second frame, and they were bolted together. The next step was the third frame and checking if all the frames were plumb. When I was satisfied, I bolted the frame to the floor and the brick wall. Woo! With the circular saw, the joists were cut to the right angle. The pitch of the roof is 4 degrees. The first joists were simple, but to start with the others, one needed to be held up with some support, and then I could attach the rim joist and support it permanently. This joist also got bolted to the wall. This was important if there was winds with high pressure trying to push the roof up. Then the other joists could be installed. They were also attached with corner brackets at the long wall, providing strength for gusts of wind. Then the roof sheeting or boards actually could be installed. The boards were more suitable because this all would be visible. The framing needed to be very nicely done because this is also visible as well. At the end of the roof, brackets for the gutter were placed under the roofing material. This is steel roofing material painted dark grey. This is 0.5 mm thick and I like it because it's got extra strength and toughness. A completely flat roof cannot be made with this material, but that always is more delicate because the roof needs to be properly sealed by a specialist. that point I could start again with the siding. This was very pretty red cedar siding in a shiplap shape. I tacked it first and then used stainless steel nails to make it very fancy. The siding was treated with transparent varnish or treatment. This is very beneficial for the color, but also later on, if another color is desired, this goes easily on. This was earlier this year, and in the winter the weather was very hairy. But this is the Netherlands, so this is to be expected. Keeps you one with the outdoors. The next day the weather cleared and the contrast was very surprising. The project looks very nice with this morning sun. Next up, I did some other parts of the siding. The chick here was doing it from the inside out because of accessibility. And this worked. First pin nailed and then with substantial nails, of course. Here, my other nephew helped me with the treatment and it was very helpful. The top and bottom rim of the boards were treated extra because they touch each other. From then on, the gutter was placed. This gets folded into the already placed brackets and then the plastic roof barrier gets trimmed. Then the PVC pipes get placed and glued. The water gets drained towards the drain point on the big terrace. This is all placed on the inside of the structure. And then, testing how it drains. With a little bit of adjusting, the gutter drains nicely towards the low spot. At that point the siding got finalized and made perfect. I really like how the siding runs from top to bottom. This makes it feel very tall, of course, but the wood makes it more friendly than the compared brick. Then the fascia boards could be installed. I first made them to fit and then placed them on the structure. These boards get attached with a breathing layer onto the timber frame. Let me show you the details. First the roofing material is placed, then there's a layer of air, and then a vertical piece, and then the horizontal piece. Over the top, a thick LED flashing gets installed and treated. This is very durable and keeps it nice and weatherproof. Then the structure was finished. There were still some details and that time discussions on how to finish them, but the project was another step further. It was quite a project and a good design challenge. Some steps look simple now, but they took some time and effort to get it look how they are now. Thanks for watching.